Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kenny Wallace Show, brought to you by JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts. Remember to go to jegs.com for everything and anything you need to fix your vehicle up. And they're telling me that they have Jeep parts and truck parts in. Ding, 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 ding. Emergency press conference. Emergency press conference. Here it is. Here it is. We're going to get right to the news. All right. Per NASCAR, Austin Dillon's win will not count towards playoff, driver, and owner points, championship points. NASCAR says Austin Dillon violated playoff eligibility rule and loses the benefit of, basically, I'm saying this, remember the old win and you're in? All right, let's bust it down. Let's talk about it one more time. Austin Dillon, his win will not count, is what NASCAR says, towards playoff driver and owner. So they covered it all. One thing a lot of people don't know is they separated it in case a driver got hurt. You would say there's driver points, and then that driver's out, and then they bring another driver in for that same team. So then the team would keep on going, and they would call that championship points. So NASCAR covered the bases on this little Post-it note. Austin Dillon, his win will not count towards anything, towards the playoff, and that's driver and owner points. And once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but this is such big news that we got to make sure I say it 3 times for Earnhardt. Austin Dillon violated eligibility rule and loses the benefits, loses everything that comes with winning. So basically, remember, once again, win and you're in. No. Austin Dillon's win and you're in does not count. All right. There you go. I broke it down for you, right? Breaking news. Just like Walter Cronkite. You don't know who that is. Back in the day. Breaking news. All right. So you're going to, once again, I was right. I said, if they come out and they penalize him 50% of the people, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. NASCAR's a bunch of pansy asses. What, you can't knock people out of the way anymore? Earnhardt used to do it all the time. I hear you. And then I hear the other people. He crossed the line. You can't come in like a bulldozer and wipe you out. All right. Now, I've told you the news. I told you the way you're going to think, so I'm going to address it. All right? When I did my 3 videos, I told you what happened. I told you why he did it, and I told you what NASCAR should do. I'm perfect on this. I'm not taking nothing back. I wasn't wrong about anything. I was right. Herman, you're being snarky. So, but I did. I came out of the Texas Roadhouse, and I told you what happened. Told you that was the Flying Aces, that the 3 is going to have us back, and they did. And then I told you why he did it. Because he was desperate. You had Johnny Morris there who owned Texas, who owned Bass Pro Shop. But I was at Texas Roadhouse that night when I announced it all. And then I told you what NASCAR will do. So, all right, I want to address the complete situation. Back years ago, when Earnhardt did what he did and everybody was knocking the hell out of each other, he just did it for that race because it was all season points. Now they're taking this action because the game of engagement has changed. And what that means is you win a race and you're in the championship chase. It wasn't like that years ago. So I say to myself, well, Herman, how do you feel about this? I don't like the way they handled it. I told you, now I'm going to be consistent. I don't like the way NASCAR handled this. Damn it. That decision needed to be made on Sunday night after the race. Listen, it's easy for me to sit here 3 days later. Today's Wednesday. It's easy for me to sit here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But is it really easy for me to sit here 3 days later and go, what I just saw is not going to stand? I mean, does it take 5 minutes to go, holy crap, he just wiped out 2 cars, and make my decision right then? So if you go back to history, if you go back to like Ricky Rudd, who was that? Ricky Rudd, Davey Allison, something like that, at Sonoma, Sears Point, whatever you want to call it. I'm not into it. It's not Sonoma. It's not Sears Point. You know what I'm saying? You go back 20 years ago, when that whole deal happened, they said immediately, that's not the winner. Here's your winner. So I just feel like moving forward, they have, listen, everybody at NASCAR is watching this right now. And I know you are. And I'm no better than you. You all, okay, here, I'm going to do it. You're better than me. You're better than Kenny. I'm dumb. However, though, I'm not dumb. I'm very smart. You got to quit. We've got to quit this 3 days later stuff. You don't see nobody do that in any sport. We can't sit there and go, well, let's make, here's what NASCAR's doing. Let's take our time. Let's make this right. No, you can't take your time, and you can't make it right. It's very simple. The decision needed to make then. Here's what I want to see, and I need all of you to respond right here. You know how, now baseball's got it right. There's been championships lost, perfect seasons thrown away, perfect games thrown away because the ump got it wrong. What do? Remember the big deal at first base? Safe. And he wasn't safe. He was out by a mile. So what became of that is they created the let's call New York, and in 2 minutes, done. That's what needs to be done after these races. We need to party of 3, right? Party of 3 at the races every week. Who is that party of 3? Elton Sawyer, Steve Phelps got to be on the horn because he's the main guy. There needs to be 3 people at these races. And immediately, you hold the cars right there. The race is over, checkered flag. Bring everybody right there. It'll make for good TV. Park the cars right there on pit road. We're on the horn right now waiting for the official call. So what if it's 5 minutes? You can kill 5 minutes on TV. Hell, we kill 3-hour rain delays. And all of a sudden you got a guy on pit road and he goes, just talk to Daytona. Here's the official ruling. The ruling is Austin Dillon's win does not count, and here's why. The crowd roars. People are tuned in on TV. So you see what I'm saying? All right. I'm not going to belabor this point. I told you what happened. I told you what I would do to fix it. I would do exactly like Major League Baseball does it. Okay? So you respond right here. We saw this coming, and there's an uproar right now. All the fans are freaking out. I can't believe NASCAR. They're pansy asses. I can't believe they did this stuff. Now, here's what's funny about it. He gets to keep the trophy like I said he would. I was right. He gets to keep the trophy. You're going to go into RCR, and there it's going to be. And he won the race. Austin Dillon won the race, so I'm still right. Nobody gets me, see, because people try to get me. You're not going to get me. I still win. And we've been saying for 3 days, how are they going to rule? They rule. And now that's what I'm commenting on. And I'm telling you what I would do to prevent that. So every time something happens, I say what I would do because I'm a leader. I want to see NASCAR have 3 people at the end of these races, and when these calls happen, I want to see the cars parked on pit road for minutes because that's all it takes. It don't take to get people involved. And no, these 3 people that you choose to look over this, look right there at the racetrack, each network has the replays over and over. You have everything you need at your disposal. We do not need 3 days. Okay? Now look, that was a fake victory lane. See? Yeah, it was a real victory lane, and he won the race, but they took the win away from him, so whatever. Let's have a real victory lane. The car that goes to victory lane, everything's real. That was a fake victory lane. and it's not good for anybody. Now, you're going to argue with me that was not a fake victory lane, but it was a fake victory lane because nothing came with the win. Yeah, he won the race and he got the trophy. But now his wife and the pit crew member's wife, they made those videos on Instagram. They said, we're going to the playoffs, but now they're not. Now they're not going. Austin Dillon's wife, she's beautiful. I love her to death. She's so nice. And her friend. They made a beautiful, they were dancing on Instagram. We're headed to the playoffs. They're not headed to the playoffs. They're not going to the playoffs. So, see what I mean? The victory lane was fake. We need victory lanes that are real. I've been complaining about this, and they did listen to me because now when the race is over, now we know that's the winner. They inspect him, and that's the winner. So I'm right on that. When I'm wrong, I tell you I'm wrong. They know they still take cars back, but they don't announce until 3 days later. Now Bob Pockrass and everybody comes out right after racing. They go, tech inspection is clear. This is your official winner. So the Herminator did get that done because I said that's got to be done. So now moving forward, we're going to repeat it for the third time. I want 3 people in the booth, and I want Elton Sawyer, and I want Steve Phelps, and I want somebody else. And we're going to know who these people are. And we're going to park them cars on pit road for 2 minutes. Count the 2 minutes. It's a long damn time. When I did TV, they said you got 60 minutes. 60 seconds, excuse me. You got 60 seconds, a long time. We should be able to have a review and have an answer with less than 5 minutes. All right, everybody. I said what I said, and I mean what I said, and I'm not going to take anything back. Bad day for Austin Dillon. He's still racing. He keeps the win. He got the trophy. He don't got to give it back. Wife's got to take her video down because they're not going to the playoffs. However, Austin Dillon ran really good. Listen, that's the last thing I'm going to say. I like Austin Dillon. I love Richard Childress. I like all of them. They're my buddies. I'm going to see them. I'm going down to the K&L suite at Bristol. I'm going to see Austin. I'm going to give him a hug. I'm going to see the Colley family, K&L Ready Mix. That's all Richard Childress to me. That's everybody. I'm going to give him a hug. He ran good at Richmond. The 3-car ran good at Richmond. They can win because they found something. So, sweet revenge would be Austin Dillon winning in the next however many races. Well, we got 2 races left, 3 races left. Austin Dillon can win moving forward and get into the playoffs. All right, respond right here. Remember, we are in podcast form. We are on iTunes and Spotify. Until the next Kenny Wallace show, woo, I'm exhausted. Respond right here. Tell me how wrong I am. Herman, you're wrong. I don't think I'm wrong on anything. But bring it, and the next show will be about how I was wrong. But I'm not wrong. That Wallace, he's snarky.